Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me today on this little haul video. Now I'm going to do this haul for just in general specifics, not related to holidays. And then on the holiday channel, Home for the Holidays with Marcy. Please be sure to check that one out because we will be having another Temu haul on that channel that is, of course, specifically related to the holidays. And, of course, with Halloween being the foremost upcoming holiday, and then Christmas, I will throw in, of course, some Thanksgiving things in there for November. But let's get started with this. 3 things from Amazon. So first we're going to go with this right here. This is a clay extruder. And I bought this to use with homemade cold porcelain clay. I'll do that in a very future video here, or maybe sooner, I don't know. But I'll get to it. I honestly will. So there's that. It has, oh, I forgot to show you, it does have a lot of different dyes for it. Don't know which way that's going to show better for you. And then, of course, my most favorite, I bought 2 of them. Said it was the last 2. I went and clicked, and guess what? There's more. But it's the Marabou Cherry Red alcohol ink. I bought 2, and I'm going to put them both in the same bag because I use these for both Halloween and Christmas. So we're just going to stick them both in here. I do absolutely love that color. I don't know why, I just do. It is the best red I've found for resin pretty much ever. And then one last thing from Amazon. These are like test tubes type of situation. But what they're going to be used for is, you're going to see this in a future video, and it's going to be thrown in amongst, the hodgepodge of other things I do on this channel. Sorry, I had to grab a drink. And I think you're going to get kind of excited with that project. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, now from Temu, let's get to this. I did pre-open some of this, all of it, because, well, I found something broken, so I heard it broken. But aren't these the cutest little boats? Now, they're supposed to be different styles. I am not seeing different styles. I am just seeing different colors. So that was a lie, unfortunately. And by the way, these arrived way late. And these are from local seller, okay? So yes, I have a right to complain about that. And then there are 2 other things from that same local seller that also arrived late. They sent these things separately. The boats were the latest ones getting here. And these were in the same package. So this is a 4 terabyte portable SSD drive. But this seller is so janky that I'm almost certain that this is not an actual 4 terabyte, that it's been compressed to create 4 terabyte. So I'm not going to trust this pretty much at all. I will put it to the test. Yes, I will. But I will only copy files to it and fill it up and see if things begin to disappear or become empty files. Then we have a battery-operated pencil sharpener. Unfortunately, at this time, I do not have batteries. Oh, we have a spare, I hope that's a spare, blade. So let's see what we have here. So we got a lock and unlock. And yes, okay, good, spare blade. Guess your eyes have to be better than mine to do this. And I'm not sure what size batteries. Maybe it'll say inside. Well, it doesn't say outside. Okay, looks like double A's. I gotta try to tilt this. 2 double A's, yes, okay. So I'll have to have my husband pick up some batteries for this and many other items that I have. And I'll go ahead and just put this back in the box until I get batteries. All right, next items. This is what I heard that was broken and found it to be so. The bottom was popped out. Pretty bad shaped box. So when I got this, this is what I did. Here's one piece. Here's another. And there's the other. This is supposed to be attached to this. And well, as you can see, it's kind of useless, so I will be getting a refund on it. Anyway, I'll put that box aside, put those items aside, because it's going to have to be probably shipped back these days. Okay, next. I will focus on the molds in a minute, but I got some eyes. They're really tiny eyes. And I'm not sure if there's matching sets in this because it said mixed. And there are supposed to be how many in here? Wow, it is so small. 1 second. Let's see if I can try to blow that up with my other phone. Phone. 50 pieces, 9mm, random colors. So 50 pieces in each one. Okay, let's put that aside now. Let me see what else is here. Well, it looks like we're down to molds. Okay, so the fun begins. This here, now this one I did not open. These are cat or dog paw prints. And I know there is an opening here somewhere. They are very small. But they come in sizes that you can use for earrings and pendants. And I am looking. And these are supposed to be kind of textured. However, they are glossy. So that's going to be a fun one to do. Sorry, frog in the throat. Now, as you may figure out, with Octoberween coming up, that's 31 days of Halloween with me doing that specific, okay? So there may not be much on this channel. So remember to subscribe to Home for the Holidays with Marcy in order to watch the good stuff coming up. These are butterflies. They are holographic inside. Let's see if we can get a small inkling of what that looks like. So they are glossy and matte at the same time, and holographic. I don't know if you can see that in there. Let's see if I can, there we go. I do have a couple of resin projects I want to get done before I start Octoberween all the way. And some of these molds you're going to see is going to be part of that. Got the little turtles again, and these are the ones that are faceted. Then I got this awesome seahorse. It's part horse, part seahorse. So I would call this a water horse, not a seahorse, because it doesn't have the typical seahorse tail. It does have a horse's body, well, head, mane, and hooves, chest, and neck. And then it's got a fish's body. So that's that with that one. And of course, before summer is completely over, I don't know what this is. That's pretty gross, but whatever. Anyway, before summer is completely over, I know this is September, but right now, where I live at, we're still in warm weather. And, oh, I found another package I'd had. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get into the rest of this here. Got another lizard, different style. And You know, if you want links to be able to see what these are, I can provide those. You just ask. Ask in the comments and I'll reply in the comments. And another lizard. So yes, I want to get some lizards done. I now have 3 or 4 different style lizards. I'm going to start running out of room again. Let's get these out of the way. And then the last for this haul, I believe it's the last. Yes. We have dragon molds. It was sold as a set of 3. And this here is the largest one. Kind of really detailed in there. Then we have this one here. Which is more of a, like a sea serpent type, or maybe Chinese style. I think it's more like a sea serpent one though. Dragon, and then we have this one here, which I believe is a dragon's eye and in an egg poking out. Can't really get it back because it's thick. Okay. That there was this haul. Remember, when you're done here, head on over to Home for the Holidays with Marcy and check out the Halloween and Christmas fun over there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Especially if you've been here before and you keep coming back. Well, you know, doesn't hurt to subscribe. And also, if you're new to my channel, thank you for showing up and watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes. So hit that thumbs up. And of course, subscribe. Leave a comment below. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. If you want links, leave it in the comments. And, of course, share if you can. And, love to all. Oh, that is just annoying. And as always, peace out. Love.